Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button and thank you for hitting the like button. It supports the channel. It enables me to grow the channel so I can get more and more of these information videos out for you and sharing that information, so thank you. We're here today to talk about the Leo full moon happening on the 28th and 29th of January 2021. We will also do some cards and validate the information and the energies that comes through, but let's talk about the planetary aspects and touch on those, because as we all know, full moons are about completion of cycles, and I wanted to give you this information early before the build up of the full moon, because I believe the energy of the full moon goes a week before and after, but great if you can do all of this releasing and letting go and completion of cycles, or what is revealed to you can complete a cycle this full moon. But Leo is all about having the new courage to get out of your comfort zone. It is wanting to push you out, okay? But in that, we've got some conflict going on here. We've got some very, very tense angles and intense energies going on in battle. So let's talk about that. But here, as we get pushed in with this courage and determination to go forward, and this creative potential that's being expanded by Jupiter in Leo, and Leo wants to do that anyway and get creative, we may have to bring down some of those pride veils, you know, the proud lion, the feeling prideful, the ego, let's say that. Some of those veils may need to come down, and you may need to be, or you will definitely, with some of these intense angles, feel a lot more vulnerable. And we also feel vulnerable when we're pushed into new directions and out of our comfort zones. So I just want to say this, be mindful. Whatever is revealed this full moon, it is asking you to complete a cycle. And there's some intense angles and a battle between authority and the system. Rules, regulations. We have this full moon a T-square with 5 other planets involved. Actually, that's the minimum. There's a lot more, okay? But let's say the main 5. And there's opposition. Saturn, the Sun, Jupiter together in Aquarius, air sign. Squares Mars, Uranus conjunct with Taurus. They're all very, very, very fixed energies and fixed signs. So we've got a lot of energy of expansion and creative potential and ending cycles in fixed energy. So we also have Mars. Mars is very fixed, you know, the I am, the pushing through, the I'm doing it. It gives us the energy to move forward. And it's coupled with Black Moon Lilith, and that represents rebellion. So it may bring out power, the power of the individual, or where you give away your power. It may bring out the bully. We can have passive bullying, aggressive bullying, manipulation, trying to get control over others. Now, please don't react. Act, but don't react, okay? So a lot of this energy is kind of the build-up of overall energy to push you out of your comfort zone. So let's take a little look here into our new direction. Leo is giving you the courage and the confidence to go beyond where you haven't gone before, into new directions and make changes. As we make changes, the energy of change makes people go into fear. It makes people feel vulnerable. People generally, not all people, but generally don't like change. It's unfamiliar. We're going into the unknown. So it is an energy here that is going to feel incredibly restless in that. There's going to be a lot of anxious energy. buttons will be pushed, and we will be looking at systems that are not supporting us. And it's going to bring up a lot of energy for people feeling I'm alone in all this energy. So, a lot going on here with all this energy. What do I want to say? So, if you are dealing with any of the bullying, the control, the rules, the manipulation, it is best to, as we said, not react, but stay grounded, practical and optimistic. Focus on your moving forward and your change quietly, and controlling those steps, not controlling others, but controlling what you can control. You can control your thoughts, your emotions. You can control the steps you take today to move towards that new direction, the new you, the new relationships, the new paradigm, the new movie that you want to create now. So as we have always said, 2020 was the bringing down of our systems and our foundation. 2021's restructuring it. Restructure means a lot of change. And we're not that adaptable, and current energy of this full moon, and let's say the next month or two, we've got a lot of fixed energy here fighting this. So please keep that in mind. What will be revealed to you at this time will have consequences. That's why we're saying don't react, take action and steps and plan accordingly. That is what you can control. And when I'm saying you can control, do it within the law of non-resistance. So you're just putting a vision in place, an idea, a creation, a potential, an expansion of your consciousness, your truth, what you know, what you did know, what you thought you knew, the expansion of all of that. That's what you want to stay focused in. Don't get pulled into other people's dramas. It's going to be a big aspect of that going on, because I don't like using the word, it's going to be chaotic energy. It's just unsettling energy. It's change energy. And of course, we have to do all that and let go of our ego, bring down that Leo prideful veil, face some truths and some realities, and just put those actions in play. One thing I want to touch on here with all this expansion and initiating new cycles is on December the 21st, 2020, we had Jupiter, Saturn were conjunct in Aquarius. So what does that mean? We ended and begun a 20-year cycle on December 21st, 2020. Saturn's practical, logical, Jupiter's expanding the truth. So we had that on the 21st of December, setting this new 20-year cycle, and now we're restructuring it. Now we're trying to move forward, but we're still in that fixed energy trying to hold us back, suppress. We're also in a time, as of December 21st, 2020, of a 140-year cycle in Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, all the air signs. So it's time to create something new, but it must be aligned with the authentic you. It must be aligned with that. There is no more faking it. There is no more hanging on to people, places and situations that are no longer in alignment with your true authentic self, or your new creation, or your new who you need to be, who even spiritually, who you need to expand into, grow into new experiences. Because we have a Venus aspect here, ruling relationships, Pluto coupled together with 25-degree Capricorn. So all of our relationships, Pluto's transformation, power, giving it away or not, however you're using abusive power or not, endings or beginnings. So Pluto's transforming our relationships with ourselves and others. So relationships are either going to deepen, or you want to deepen, or you'll deepen with a relationship with yourself, There will be a deepening of consciousness with ourselves. There will be a deepening within relationships of what we now need to move forward. Or there will be an ending. And some of these will be forced. I can hear that information happening. Excuse me, I'll just have a sip. So be mindful of that. Deepening relationships, or they'll be ending. Or if they can't deepen, maybe there's going to be some endings. Or ending alliances, people you're in alignment with or aligned with, alliances that kept you in that old fixed energy, holding you back. For some of you, there's going to be a lot of financial focus, or any financial enterprises like businesses may close, companies may be reducing, income could be going away for some of you. So Leo is giving you the confidence, the faith, the potential of your creativity to move forward in that and expand it. Yes, there's some resistance, absolutely, but you will get there. So it's a challenging energy, and it's asking you to move forward in a very informed way. Gather the information here, okay? There will be the focus here with kind of the energies going on as well with our growth is, you know, you're going to be monitored like by yourself, by others, by the universe. Expand that. By your actions and your behaviors during this time. So keep mindful of that. And with this Mercury retrograde going from January the 30th to February the 20th in Aquarius, that's a lot of mental air activity. You are supposed, Mercury retrograde, going back, communication, going back, thinking back over things. We are supposed to reflect on all our insights. And I'm going to say over the last year, but particularly I've just got the last 6 months as well, very heightened. So processing will be easier with Mercury in Aquarius. And you're going to use your insight, your intuition more, and that's starting to be developed with these two energies. And you're going to be looking at a lot of, how do I say this? Here's something I want to say. What's worth my energy and vice versa? Just keep that in mind. Now, I did pull some cards here. What have we got here? Radical expansion here. And the 4, it's number 40, which is completion. So 4 to me is foundation. So we are, this full moon, having a radical expansion of our foundation. So another big shift. The sacral chakra here. So this is about joy, what I enjoy, my happiness, what gives me that spark of life and light. So you can maybe be able to look up the core of your creation is the sacral chakra. So where you create from, creativity, how joyful is it? Is it in alignment? Is it authentic? So we're looking at that. And they're saying here, remember, you have endless opportunities here. So don't get caught up in where you're restricted or what you can't control. I don't like the word control, but I have to use it in this context to kind of get that message across of, you know, you taking the reins and controlling your thoughts, your manifestations, your energy, controlling your belief system into your true authentic self, rather than getting pulled out into other consciousness, other dramas. But in all this, I think the healing aspect that a lot of you will be triggered or dealing with will be, I feel alone in all this, anxiety through the roof, your buttons will be pushed, and you'll feel that the system or the systems you're in, whether they're relationships, companies, job, career, your authentic self, is that system supporting you? So I told you there was a lot going on. So yeah, look at that, beautiful. So we've got the air energy, there's the Aquarius energy, Gemini energy, Libra energy, Libra's relationships, balance and harmony, Gemini's communication, Aquarius is, going beyond. So we've got air, paradigm shift. So there's a massive, radical expansion in your paradigm now, or you are about to have that this full moon, okay? Sacral chakra, so the core of your connection here, what has fallen on that is this to me is alignment and downloads, okay? What are downloads? Information, revelations, epiphany, new information, realignments, awakenings, okay? And it's funny, 30, I think that's 37, 7, yeah, 37, which is a 10, which is 1. So there we go, new beginnings in your co-creation. Okay, so what are you creating now? This is a time for new beginning, and all of that information's coming through. So there is more awakening, endless opportunities. This wants you to connect to home. What is home for you? What, meaning your happiness, your heart, your desires, and bringing that into fruition now. I have to do one more. Crystal keys. Yeah, so to me, crystals all about things being magnified. If you work with crystals as well, you may want to do that. But crystal energy is also bringing through information, which is very connected to this. But also, to me, crystals do represent expansion. So we'll grab some tarot here, we'll get some cards, and we'll see if there's any information that needs to come through for this Leo full moon. Anything that we also need to know or be enlightened by or take action in. So let's have a look at that. So getting out of our comfort zone, being pushed forward in a fixed energy. I know that's very confusing, but it is. Deal with problems in a different way. Anything that's revealed needs to be released if it's not in alignment, okay? And I'm sorry, Leo, I love you. You are the shining, creative, bright, beautiful star that lights up a room and lifts everybody's energy, and you're usually very dramatic and very, that's why you light up a room, just your energy naturally, even if you just walk into a room. So let's not overreact, people, in this Leo energy. You are going to see a lot of people be very dramatic, or shall I say over dramatic or oversensitive. Now, Leo's like drama, performance, performing. Give me a stage and a light and a microphone. We love you for it. You are the rulers of our confidence and self-esteem. But in this particular aspect, at this time, there will be a lot of over-dramatic, sensitive reactions, emotional and physical. So be mindful what I said. There will be consequences for quite a while, whatever happens. So keep that in mind. So what's going on with this? Why is that? Wow. Now, isn't that interesting? I thought, why is that turned over? So basically, yep, look at this. The first card I've pulled out here is the Wheel of Fortune, change. It's all about change. Now, I also like to explain this as the roundabout card, where there's exits. It's like, which one are you going to choose? Okay, so there's opportunities here. Change is happening. And it's usually good change. It's usually change for the better. At the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is a new beginning, and it's an abundant new beginning, and that's where they're trying to lead you in this expansion. So this is really good. But the one turned upside down that I went, why is that the wrong way when all the cards are upright? It was turned over, and it is the King of Pentacles, and he rules our abundance, our joy, our creativity. He understands that all of those things, being your authentic self, joy is abundant. He understands abundance. but it was upside down. It can rule money. And I did mention around this full moon there could be changes around financial enterprises, businesses, companies, and it was around that way. So something maybe you haven't seen. It didn't want to show itself to me. It really didn't want to show itself to me. I'm going to put it in there, in the middle. That's where I want to sit it. This is a very different way of doing these cards this time, but that's okay. I just go with what happens at the time. And it's usually right. Yep. Oh, wow. It's just repeating the energy. So basically changed. Where are you too fixed? Where are you hanging on too tight to the past, your old ways, your belief systems? This is fixed. He's hanging on to his pentacle. He is fixed. He's not moving. He's stubborn. This is about change. They want you to go very inward. What is your abundance? What is your joy? What is your creativity? What is, whether even if it's material or a career or a business opportunity, you know, go inward. There's going to be some soul searching here or something hidden or revealed that you didn't know about. Okay, look. Whatever this upheaval is, when you thought people or places or situations were working with you or for you and they're not, or it's you going against the current, or all of a sudden my job changed or a relationship changed, it made you go in deeper, and it's saying the abundance is the new beginning. There's no going back now. What's revealed will be revealed. Yep. The change card. The not making change, sitting rigid and stubborn, the Chariot, moving forward. This is you making choices. You're in control. Make the choice, move forward, but you can only move forward with the Chariot. You can't stop a Chariot. It's all moving forward. You cannot fight this, guys. So whatever's revealed, go with the flow. So also, remember I said about the control, and I don't like that word, but it's like you're in control of the Chariot. You know, you've got the reins. So it's you that needs to make these decisions. Yeah, it calls for death and rebirth. So there is definitely a going inward to our soul. More soul information, connection, alignment will be revealed. There's death and rebirth here around someone's abundance or relationship, or what they thought their joy or happiness was. Maybe that could be falling in that. And look at us reviewing everything. Everything you've built, everything you've worked for, everything you've created, it's like there's more. There's got to be expansion now. Yep, moving beyond. Even on the Chariot card, moving beyond, expanding our horizons, looking further than we've known, seen, felt, or our belief systems before. We've got death and rebirth. What fell on that? The brand new beginning, a brand new paradigm. They're only allowing you the new paradigm, the moving forward. So no hanging on and wish fulfillment. So everyone after this full moon or this full moon onwards is reviewing what their wish fulfillment really truly is. So there is another awakening going on here. This is a huge wave of awakening, because it's going to take a lot of people very, very inward. And inward, it means on a deeper level. Yeah, look. New abundance coming in, a wave of energy pushing us into a new direction, taking that new direction. Yeah, anyone or anything you're not aligned to anymore, there is definitely like, I'm done, it's over. This is a real energy here, death and rebirth, new beginning, expansion, moving. Anywhere you're hanging on, you're trying to stop and stay in the old, you're thinking, you're not moving, it's completely dead, it's burnt out. It's all about moving on, moving on, moving on. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's get, oh yeah, wow. Moving on from the past. This is past pain, past hurt, past restrictions, past struggle, past. And look how it's affecting you, up in your head. Too heavy, too emotional. For some of you, that's going to be heartbreak and rebalance and success in emotions. I do want to pick here, because I do think this is actually about relationships, because I just heard that and I was nearly going to pick up the romance card. So I think I'll do that. Give us some information about love. This is particularly for relationships, whether you're single or in a couple. Let's see what comes out. What's the message here for love? Because it's nearly like there's going to be expansion on what we thought love was, who we thought love was. Yeah, look at that, bottom of the deck, karmic. Wow. And some people are going to really struggle with this. Be playful. Remember, creativity, expansion is in playful energy. Be playful. Check everything out. Loving yourself first. Yeah, new love. I knew it. Separation and new love. There is a major separation in, let's say, relationships that are not serving you or not right for you, even if you thought they were. Or there's a definite deepening of a relationship or a complete separation of a relationship romantically. Because again, we've got new love and separation. Wow. I want to get more information on that. So what is the Leo full moon? What is the Leo full moon trying to... forgiving and learning and letting go. That takes us into the new. Yeah, lots of soulmates and chemistry, which is, and it's safe for you to love now and expanding that. So there is this theme, guys, of what is now in my alignment? Like, what am I aligned with now? So let's use the words what I used to be attracted to, what I used to be into, what I thought love was, what I thought turned me on or was an energy connection may not be. You need to trust, and any red flags coming up, pay attention to them. All is being revealed this Leo full moon. Leo, you are really stirring up. Yep, a lot of you are releasing an ex or an ex situation or a situation that does not serve you, and are getting to know each other, a new one, or in a new direction, or getting to know, reach out and learn new information or expansion on what you know, freeing yourself from where you have restricted yourself, where you have limited yourself, where you have locked away your potential and your creativity to stay in your comfort zone. So where have you stayed in your comfort zone and minimized you or your ability or your gifts or your talents? And it's time to have a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself, with people, places and situations. And we are going to be forced to, with these energies, to really face some deep truths. What's holding you back? So it's a great time for healing in all that energy. And Leo is quite an optimistic energy, okay? But I feel a bit sorry for the Leo moon in all this energy, because it kind of does stand alone here. With all these other full moon squares, T-squares of, and then, wow, Black Moon Lilith, Uranus in Taurus, Taurus is fixed, Uranus wants change. See, there's all this opposition. Yeah. And we've got still got a bit of that Saturn, Jupiter, expand but restrict. We've got Black Moon Lilith, rebellion. Wow. So, we're ending a full moon cycle. This Leo full moon, I feel this could be, bring up a lot of subconscious issues for you that you need to deal with. Anything that has a bad, let's call it vibe about it. I think your intuition will be onto it. So this is very emotional as well, this card. I think it is going to bring out a lot of social taboos to be faced and confronted. And for those of you who kind of can't go into that vulnerability, like let's say, you know, feeling alone, the system doesn't support them, they can't ask for help, they can't be vulnerable, then those veils and walls need to come down. And I think this emotional karmic cycle is trying to end for us. and allowing us to try and go deeper into that, allowing ourselves to be a little more vulnerable, okay, in this energy, which then brings the expansion. So just make sure you're around positive people, places and situations. And if there's not around you, then go into nature, or find a trusted friend, or find a trusted source of information to maybe help you with that subconscious, what's going on really behind the scenes for you. Refrain from pushing away any help that is offered because we're frustrated and angry. See, that's that wrong energy. That's reacting, not action. So it's trying to teach you new ways and doing things new ways, because you will need this for where you are going in the future. And expanding you inner truth that will end up completing and cycling out a lot of people, places and situations, taking you out of your comfort zone, making you feel more vulnerable. But thank you, Leo full moon, for giving us that courage to go forward and do it. And there it is, guys. I think that's all I can kind of bring through. I hope this helps you. Look, it is intense energies. Let's make those choices to say thank you for revealing that to me. Now I know what I'm dealing with, what actions to take, what to close out, and allow yourself to no longer stay in what's not serving you or who's not serving you, and have a new you, a new paradigm, a new movie, new relationships, a new relationship with yourself, okay? And because one thing Leo does like to do is pamper the self, pay attention to the self. So that's really, really good. Yeah, decisions. Imbalance and decisions need to be made now. So there it is, guys. I hope this helps you navigate through the intense energies of this Leo full moon. But trust me, you'll kind of look back in hindsight and go, I was supposed to see that. That was meant to be revealed. I was supposed to let that go. And once we do, the abundance and the flow just comes in. Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you for hitting that like button and supporting the channel. I will hopefully get out the February readings. It's a very busy time, but I will try and get them out as I can. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.